Hello and welcome back to Field to Fork Homestead. I'm Alicia. Today we're going to be making pumpkin pound cake. It looks delicious and we're going to try it out. And you all get to see if it actually works out with us because I've never made it before. So I will be posting the recipe down below in the description just like I always do. And Derek has some chicken in the pressure canner, so if you hear that noise, just overlook it.
Today's Sunday, that means chicken and dumpling day.
Yeah, today's Sunday, so we're fixing to go to church in a little bit, and he's going to be making some chicken and dumplings when we get back home, and I'm sure everybody will want that recipe as well. But we're going to go ahead and get started on the pumpkin pound cake. So the first thing that the recipe says is turn your oven on 350. I have mine preheating right now. The next thing is we're going to have to add 2.5 cups of sugar. So we'll go ahead and get that started. And if you don't have a stand mixer, that's okay. Just as long as you can mix everything together, it don't matter. So here's a cup. I normally try to have everything all already out to go, but didn't have enough cups for my sugar and my oil. There's 2 cups and 1/2 cup more. Alright, the next thing we need to add is oil. The oil is for 1 cup. And it don't matter what kind of oil you use, if I can get it open. Don't matter what type of oil you use, but today here we have vegetable oil.
Can we open it?
You've tightened it pretty tight.
I think I tightened it. Well, that's on there, wasn't it?
It's on there pretty good. One cup. Now we put that in there until the oil and the sugar is blended well. Go ahead and get my spatula because I know I'll need it. Alright, so it's mixed up and it says put in 3 eggs. You have to put them in one at a time and blend them in well before you put the other one in. The other 2 in. Blend this one up. Stir the sides just to make sure that it all gets blended in well together. It's looking good, and it's just oil, sugar, and flour. Okay, so now what the rest
Oil, sugar, and eggs.
oil, sugar, did I say flour?
Yeah.
I did. Oil, sugar, and eggs. Alright, I'm putting my cart before the horse, ain't I? So the next thing what you're going to do is you're going to get out your flour. 3 cups of all-purpose flour. You put 2 teaspoons of baking soda in it. I've already got my 3 cups of flour here. My baking soda and my spices. I have a teaspoon of cinnamon, teaspoon of nutmeg, a half a teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. So how we're going to add this into the mixture is we're going to be putting in a little bit of flour and then our pumpkin puree. Now my pumpkin puree it was from a video before when we made the cushaw pie. We made fresh pumpkin puree. So I'm going to put in a little bit of pumpkin, a little bit of flour, and we're going to do that until it's all mixed in together. And don't turn your speed on high unless you want to wire all the flour. Ask me how I know. Add in a little pumpkin puree. Add a little bit more flour to the mixture. Low and slow. Now a little more pumpkin. I'll go ahead and throw what flour I have left in here.
Did you tell how much pumpkin you had in there?
Sorry,
Did you tell how much pumpkin you had in there?
I don't know if I did or not. It's 15 ounces. So 1 can is what it'll be. 1 can of
And if
pumpkin
you're doing
puree.
fresh,
Same, 15 ounces. Almost 2 cups. Just an ounce below 2 cups. Because 2 cups is 16 ounces.
you got your oven preheated to what temperature?
Oven's preheated to 350. So that's everything that's going to be going into the pound cake. So the next thing I'm going to do is come over. I have my bundt pan. That's what we're going to be using today. If you want to put it in something different, you're more than welcome to. But what we're going to do is we're going to use some cooking spray and spray it around. I like the one with flour. Just letting that get a good mixture on it. And without a doubt, every time I use that spray, I get it everywhere. Using fresh pumpkin is a little bit different than using pumpkin from a can because the pumpkin's a little bit stiffer, I feel like. But that's all good and mixed up. here is our mixture. Can you see it? It's about to pour out, so you're gonna have to. Good?
Yeah.
Alright, and what we're gonna do is just put it in our bundt pan.
And all we did, guys, for the pumpkin, we cut it in half. We got the seeds out of it, gutted it out, and we put it on a cookie sheet upside down.
Whole
up on a piece of parchment paper, and we put it in the oven. We baked it on Did we bake it on 350 or 400? We baked it on the cush-off. I think it's 350 for 50 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you just let it cool off, turn it off in the oven, and just let it cool off, and then just scrape the insides out and just beat it up, just mix it up.
You can jar it up. We've water bath canned it before where it was heat. We didn't this one, but
you can watch our cush-off video to watch us do that. We did it on that.
Yes. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna put this in the oven, 350, like we've said a couple different times, and it's gonna bake for 55 to 60 minutes or until it's well done. And then after that, we're gonna put it on the cooling rack, let it sit there for about 10 or 15 minutes, and we'll be able to flop it out onto the pan. Now be sure to stay tuned, because when we come back, we'll be making the glaze. So let's go put this in the oven.
All right, guys, we're gonna get this in the oven, and we'll get right back with you as soon as we get ready to get it out.
All right, and we are back. We're back from church, so that's the reason why I'm out of my dress that I was in. What we done was we put the cake in the oven. We left it on for 55 minutes, and we turned it off and let it cool in the oven what time we was gone to church. When I got home, I went ahead and got it out and went ahead and placed it on a plate. Yep. This is what it looks like, and oh my goodness, it smells so good. So now we're going to make a glaze to go on top of it, and it's a maple syrup glaze. What's in it is 3/4 cup of powdered sugar, 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 cup of maple syrup. So we will go ahead and put this in here. That was our powdered sugar, our 3/4 cup. And then our maple syrup, we got 1/4 cup.
That's good maple syrup too. I think it come from
Indiana.
Indiana?
Yep. Yep. One of my relatives up in Indiana have a maple syrup business. It's fresh maple syrup. Just pour that in there. And if you don't have a 1/8 teaspoon, just get you 1/4 teaspoon and put you about half in there. And just put it in there. Now we're going to stir it up. And if Lily was here right now, she would want to be the taste tester. She'd look at me and she'd say, "Is that the good stuff I like?" So what I'm doing is just scraping it off the sides, because sometimes it don't get all of it on the sides. I'm just mixing it in. It does better with a bigger batch, but where this is a small batch just of glaze, All right, and this is what the maple syrup glaze looks like. And we're just gonna pour it right over top of it.
Drizzle it with a spoon.
Or you want it drizzled with the spoon?
Well, you don't want it real thick. Well, I guess you could pour it around it. I don't know. Yeah, like that kind of.
I don't know about all this.
Oh, that's good. A little more around this side, maybe. Yeah. Looking good.
And you just keep putting it on there until either you're satisfied with it or you're out of glaze.
I'd say that's going to be about good. A little bit more on this side.
A little bit more on that side?
Yeah, just a little. Looks good. Yeah.
Okay. I figure Derek's going to get that piece right there. But here is the finished result of
Are you going to do a cutting?
Yeah. Here is our finished result of a pumpkin pound cake with maple syrup glaze. And this is the first time that I've ever made this recipe. So Derek's going to get to test it and see how it tastes. I guess he wants this side, so we'll turn it around here.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Get you a plate. And overlook my pajamas. It's been a long weekend.
Show them what it looks like when it comes out. Yeah, man. Looks good.
There you go.
Let's try a little bit of this. Let you try it too.
What do you think?
Well, I tell you, that's where it's at.
And he was afraid it was going to taste like angel food cake. And I told him wasn't no way. But now you all try this.
That.
Okay.
That definitely ain't no angel food cake.
Get you a good cup of coffee and you're good to go. All right. We appreciate y'all for watching and being with us tonight.
Like, subscribe.
Like and subscribe our channel.
We're gonna be doing a sweet potato pie.
Yes, we have sweet potato pies coming. We have sweet potato pie coming up. And I'm not for sure. I don't know what all we'll be getting into, but you all just stay tuned and turn your notifications on. That way you know when we post a new video. Thank you all so much, and I can't wait. Send us pictures. Let us see you. Let us see you making these recipes. Let us know how you like it. We hope you enjoy it. We'll see you next time.